Hey guys, it's Haley and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be seeing how many leggy froggies I can make with a single ball of yarn. So it's going to be fun and interesting how many I can actually make because I'm honestly pretty curious how many. For this, I use the pattern from Not Jaded Co on Etsy for her leggy frogs, and with these ones, I make my mini leggy froggies that I sell for $7. And here's a full ball of yarn, and I'm just curious to see how many I can make with this singular ball of yarn. So let's get into it. Okay, so here is the ball of yarn that I'm going to be using. So it is baby bee yarn, and let me see what the measurements are. So this is 92 yards. So it's 100 grams, and then that's the ball of yarn. So this ball of yarn is originally $4.99, and then I get it from Hobby Lobby. So there's like obviously, you know, like the 30% yarn week, so comes out to like around like $3 and like something cents. So let's see how many leggy frogs we can make from that. And then I'm going to be using this hook here, and this is my custom hook that I got from ashlyn.crochets on Instagram, and it's super cute. And this is a 5.75 millimeter hook, and this is just the size that I like to use when I'm using this bee yarn. Let me see if it says the weight of the yarn in here. So it says for a crochet hook to use a 9 millimeter. That seems very wrong. Yeah, it says a 9. That seems very wrong. Definitely would recommend. I use a 5.75, but even like a 5 millimeter hook or like a even smaller would recommend, but just with my tension and stuff, I find that a 5.75 hook works pretty well for me. So it says this yarn is a number 5 bulky, so I don't know why it says a 9 millimeter hook. Like, that's a bit crazy. But here's the yarn, and here's the hook, and let's get to making some leggy frogs. Okay, so I just finished the first little froggy. So here it is. I'm gonna do them slightly different from like the pattern. So pattern is based from Not Jaded Co, but I'm gonna do them with like different like rows in between like the legs and the arms. So like some are gonna be like more longer, like rectangles, and then some are gonna be like more square, some are gonna look more squished, and some, yeah, you guys get the gist. But the first one is done, so let's see how many more. Here's 2 more frog bodies, so that's 3. That's 3 in total so far. Looking good. Another 3 frog bodies, and I don't think I'm gonna have enough yarn to finish the last one, but let's see if we win this yarn chicken. I highly doubt it, but I'm still gonna make it just to see how far I get with the frog though. I already knew that I was losing to yarn chicken, but here it is. So basically the head and the two arms are done, and that's as far as I got. So I can just like do a color change and continue because I have obviously more of the screen, but that is it. So let me count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5 leggy froggies, which I feel like is not a lot. I mean, it's only like 92 or 96 yards, so I mean, that's explainable, but 6.5 leggy froggies. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and do the smiles or like frowny faces or like grumpy faces with black yarn. And then I have my eyes in here, so I'm gonna eye them up and give them like smiles and like, I don't know what kind of faces I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do smiles and like grouchies, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. All 6 of the little froggies. So I did 3 with smiles and like 3 with like the little straight mouth. So here's all 6 and they're all done, and here's like the half of the other one. So with that one ball of yarn, I was able to make 6 full leggy froggies of these little mini ones and half of one. So today's video was actually pretty fun. I've been making these leggy froggies for a long time, but I've never like counted like how many each ball of yarn can like actually make. So that's good to know that it can make roughly about 6. Like for instance, if I didn't make this guy like super short, he probably would have used the rest of this and he would have been like the same length as one of these guys. So I'm gonna just throw a rough estimate that if you use a 5.75 millimeter hook, you can make just about 6 leggy frogs, which is honestly not bad for a single ball of yarn, considering that the ball of yarn I get is around $3.50 and I sell each of these for $7. So definitely a lot of profit, making my money back for sure on these guys. So if you liked today's video, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you aren't subscribed already to see more crochet content and other things in the future. And thank you guys for watching, and bye everyone.